Hi everyone and welcome back. When Adam and Eve sinned, they chose to walk away from the tree of life and to now partake of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. In other words, they chose to walk away from the ways of God, and now we're beginning to walk in the ways of this world and the spirit of this world. And that attitude still prevails in the world today. Not just people who are not born again, but those even in the church who somehow have forgotten and not realize that there was a time, as Paul says in Ephesians chapter 2, that they were children of disobedience, but now through faith in Jesus Christ, they have become children of obedience. Yet they are stuck in their mindset and they struggle with this understanding that as a child of God, we need to walk according to the ways of God as the tree of life, and not the ways of the world, and eat of the knowledge of good and evil. The two are completely different. We're not just saved as Christians to go to heaven one day. We're not just saved to have all the blessings of God, but we're saved because God understands the danger of the spirit of this world and has set us free from that so that you and I can follow after the Spirit of God. The two are completely different lives, completely different understandings, and completely different moral codes, if I can say that. It affects marriage. It affects the way we handle our children and raise our children. It affects the way we deal with our finance. It affects our relationships with one another. It affects our attitude towards material things of this earth. We're not to walk in the ways of the world. We're called to walk in the ways of God. That's where life is. We're constantly being bombarded by the spirit of this world. And it has seeped into the church. It has weakened the gospel. It has weakened the truth of God. There are so many gray areas in religious understanding today, in Bible understanding. And it's brought great confusion. And so we see immorality in the church. We see lack of integrity in the church. We see all of the stuff that comes from the spirit of the world, from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But you and I were saved from that. And God has called us to walk after the tree of life, in fellowship and communion with the Father, each and every day. May the Lord help us. God bless.